So here I am taking all this off. Right now, I am the Bill Dance of gun builds. And if anybody knows, old enough to know who Bill Dance is, or if you don't, go look up Bill Dance and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. All right. Rich Robin back here once again to fix my screw up on the first install of the Vortex Scout Scope on my Savage Scout rifle. So I had the wrong height mount. I had the Vortex Pros in a low height for the 1-inch tube. Again, low height, but my dumb butt didn't take into consideration I have a somewhat full length Picatinny rail as opposed to just a little 5 or 6 inch that goes over the action area here. So with that said, the back of the scope, the eyepiece back here was actually touching right on the Picatinny rail, which was no good. That can cause you some issues with accuracy, and not only that, but sorry, I'm scratching, I think, some tissue off my nose or something. My allergies, man, are killing me. So you don't want your scope touching your Picatinny rail, I'm just going to say. And that was a big dumb move on my part. I was shooting the video and everything was from the top looking down, not from here installing it. So I didn't notice that until I went to look at my aim, and I was like, oh well, I can see a little bit of the rear iron sight in my scope, but it wasn't blocking my crosshairs, or it really wasn't a problem. But then the more I looked at it, the more I realized, holy crap, my scope is touching. The eyepiece is touching or looks like it was touching the Picatinny rail. Anyway, y'all saw that in the other video, or I don't know if I'm going to attach this to that video or not. But anyway, there's video of that, which you'll see. So to correct my problem, I thought I had a medium height mount, Vortex mount Pro that I could use in my gun room or on my table here, and I did not. I had a high. And that's not going to work. That's for a bigger tube, millimeter scope, more for the Viper or whatnot. But anyway, so I went online to Bass Pro, because Bass Pro is not too far from my shop, or my house here rather. Sorry, I'm used to doing videos for my business. This is not my business. This is my hobby. And I went online and they showed having the ones I needed, or I think I need, we'll find out here in a minute, in stock. And for same day pickup. So I went in and I bought them. And when it gave me the confirmation, it said, you can pick up your order tomorrow. And I'm like, whoa, hang on, wait a minute. You have them in stock for same day pickup, and you processed my order. Now it says I can't get them until tomorrow. So I'm like, well, crap. Are they bringing them in from another Bass Pro? Like, there's a Cabela's or Bass Pro down by in Pearland, Texas, 40 miles from me. I'm like, I'm not driving over there. So I called the Bass Pro here in Katy, Texas, and I talked to Eric. I know Eric down there. Eric and Dave, they're good guys, good sales guy, reps guys in the gun center. And yeah, that's how much shit I buy, that they know me and I know them. And Eric says, Rich, let me go. He goes, it shows on stock in our system, but let me go get my hands on it. And I said, well, I appreciate it before I drive over there. Otherwise, I'll just wait till tomorrow and go pick them up. I apologize again for my allergies, man. They're bad. He gets back on the phone, or this is how much I know those guys down there. Another guy gets on the phone with a different voice, and he says, hey, we do have your rings. I'll put them at customer service. Eric said you mentioned you bought them online. Yeah, I said, yeah. And I recognized the voice. He says, is this Dave? He goes, yeah. I said, hey, this is Rich. He goes, oh, hey, Rich. And anyway, he said, well, I'll put them in customer service. That way you don't have to come back here and get them. You just go to customer service. It'd be quicker for you. And sure enough, man, I got to customer service, and the guy working behind there, I think his name was Tom. I did not know him, but he was a super nice guy, and I showed him a confirmation number on my cell phone, and he handed me this, and he handed me a bag. Because he asked me, he goes, do you want a bag? I said, yeah, let me have a bag, just, you know, for shit happens, whatnot, I don't know. So he went to put it in the bag, and he couldn't separate the bag. I said, just give me the bag. So I walked out of the store like this, right? Anyway, so I got hopefully the right mounts, and we're going to put them on right now. We're going to find out that I get the proper height, and if anything, if it is the right height, it's going to be even better viewing through the Scout scope with the iron sights on the back. It's not that I can use the two together because I can't look underneath my Scout scope, Vortex Scout scope, because of the ring mounts or the mounts. But I'll maybe not see any of the iron sight in the scope. We'll find out here in a minute, man. I don't know, guys. I'm not a gunsmith. I'm telling you, I'll just go by. I'm fly by night on this stuff, man. I figured out as I go, and like my wife always says, if I don't F it up the first time to know how to do it right the second time, then I'll never get it right. And I F'd it up the first time, and this is the second time, so hopefully I get it right. Now, what I did do is I went back and put, before I turned the video on, I went back and put my scope leveling kit on. I'll get my glasses on. So I've got the barrel and the gun leveled on my front here. I don't know if y'all can y'all see that? There we go. I think that's in the view now. So I've got this leveled out, and this is level as well on the Picatinny rail. And I'm going to take the 1 inch medium height, not the 1 inch low height that I thought was going to work, that I should have checked, but now we got the medium. So let's put this on. I'm going to try not to talk so much so I can speed this up, because this video is probably going to get really long. That's why I did the leveling kit first before I even turned the video on to start recording. So let's get busy with this. We'll put these instructions aside, although it should be the same for either one, the low or the medium mount. We'll throw those aside. And again, man, I am the Bill Dance of guns. I can tell you that right now. If you don't know who Bill Dance is, he's a fisherman. He's funny as shit because he has the craziest videos of snakes falling on him. And anyway, I don't know if it's all staged or whatnot, but it's still just funny to watch him fishing, and he falls out of his boat and all this crazy stuff. Whether it's real or not, I don't know, but it's just comical to watch. He's like 80-something years old now. I don't think he's doing it anymore, but his videos are hilarious. So let's get busy on this. I've got to take off the actual scope mount rings at the top. I'll pop those off real quick. And let's just keep going here. And I'm going to do this as fast as I can, because another thing, reason why I like this Tipton gun vise is I can just dump everything. They have these little areas inside. I know y'all can't see them, but they have these little areas inside that hold all these little screws and stuff, man. And I'm just dumping them in there. It's great to do that, to be able to do that. Come on, fall out. Well, this one don't want to work right. Come on, get out. There we go. All right. So I can't remember where I should have marked them, man. Can't remember where I put them. Nope, gotta loosen these up too. Here we go. Let me put my scope up here and see. Put this up and see. Gotta loosen it up a little more. God dang it. Get too many screwdrivers down here. think we're in that slot. Let's find out. So if I rest it there, I want my action. I don't need that right now. Let's go forward a little more. One notch. There. Oh shit. There we go. And there we go. So I've got, you can see right here, I got some wiggle room, right? I can go forward and back a little bit in case I need to make some adjustments for the eye relief. So that spot's good. The other one is going to go in this spot. I wish I had my little marker to mark that, but it don't matter. We'll figure it out here in a minute. Let's do this. This is the one we're doing it. Let's loosen it up for the Picatinny rail mount. Picatinny, however you want to call it. I don't know. They say on here too. I didn't know that. They say on here too. While I'm thinking about it. These no. Let's grab the box for the ones we're actually installing. These say for Picatinny and Weaver mounts. I don't know about that, man. Y'all may know more about that than me. I don't know, but there is a tolerance difference between a Picatinny reel and a Weaver mount reel. It's very subtle, but there is a difference. But I guess if you did what I did in the previous video, is you push them down and push forward, maybe it doesn't matter, but there is a spacing tolerance difference in a Picatinny reel and a Weaver mount reel. I think that was about right here. Widen a little more. You know, I just want to make sure that whatever I buy says Picatinny reel if it's a Picatinny reel. You know what I'm saying? That way I know I don't have to, you know, worry about tolerance issues. And let's see, that's going to be there. That's going to be about there. If y'all can see what I'm doing, I don't know. I think we need to go up one more. I think that is going to put me, yeah, that's going to put me where I want. I'm just going to snug these up a little bit. Not snugging or tightening them up yet. All right, I got to take this off. I mean, I could torque them down and take this off later, but let's just take it off now. Man, my allergies, Lord, I apologize for my sniffing, y'all. I need to go take me some meds. Get a shot of Nasacort up my nose is what I need. Come on, let's go. Let's go. All right. Got that off. Now, let's get our torque setting here. I think I did these, I think they say 18, I did 17.5. Let's just double check. Again, let's not mess up. It does say 30 individual, towards the muzzle, ensuring, screw 30 pounds. So I'm going to go 29.5. 29.5. I like to go a little less than the max they say. So I want 29.5 for the base, and this is a digital wheeler torque tool set. If you hold it down, it'll count up. So we want 29.5 on a display. And I'm at 29.5. You probably can't see that, but I am. Okay. We're going to push down and pull or push forward. So down and forward to seat it. And I'm going to do it this way. And I'm gonna cross them, go left, right, right, left, and you can see how this, well, you probably can't, but it really makes a difference, man, in pushing down and pulling forward to properly seat these. I mentioned that earlier in the video, or the previous video. So that one's seated good. Make sure I got it in there and forward. There we go. I'm pushing down and I'm pulling towards the muzzle end. And you can feel just how this thing twists when you don't do it right. I mean, you can really feel it getting in place. If you don't do that, y'all, I'm telling you right now, you're gonna have issues down the road with your zero and your scope loosening up on you. It will happen. And I'm just kind of checking this. I'm still level front and rear on the Picatinny. That's level, and the front barrel is level. So now I just need to kind of torque these things. They say 30. I'm going 29.5. I'm not going all the way. You hear the that's not torqued to 29.5. That's just telling you getting there. You'll hear a very distinct beep or tone when you do hit the 29.5. I'm just rotating. I'm not doing them down at one time. I'm going from front to rear. There you go. You heard that? Deep, 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 deep. That's your 29.5. We're going to stop right there. We're good. Let me let the dogs back in before they start barking again, irritating y'all. Come on, irritating dogs. Man, listen to them birds. Y'all hear them birds? It's crazy. Come on, JoJo, you old girl. Oh my Lord, you done rolled on the grass. All right, so we're level. We're level. Like I mentioned in the previous video or the previous cut, is I've got some wiggle room in here, right? A little wiggle room for adjustment for eye relief if I need it. About a quarter of an inch. Oh, let me tuck this in. Otherwise I'll hang myself my cross. There we go. So now we're going to take our other level, put it on top of the turret, and we're going to level our scope to match the other. There we go. Other levels. And man, I'm doing good, y'all. Now the hard part, if y'all watched the other video, or I don't know if I want to combine these or not, so if you're watching this, there may be one video, but I'm going to square all this up and tighten down. All right, let's just, I'm going to change my torque setting here in a minute because these are different torque settings. I'm using my torque driver just to seat these screws in on the ring for the tube. But not too tight that I can adjust my scope. And let's go to the rear. Sucker in, and I'm crossing these like I mentioned earlier. I'm trying not to repeat myself on what I've already shown y'all because I'm trying to cut this down a little bit because of my screw up, and I admit it, I screwed it up on the first part of it with the wrong height of rifle scope mounts, but we got it figured out I think now. So I'm going a little faster. Drop on in there, baby. There you go. And I'm not tightening these up, y'all. I'm keeping it loose because you're going to want to evenly tighten these up so that the same space or gap left and right on front and rear. And I'm still level, so that's a good thing. But as soon as I start torquing these down, I'm going to have to make some adjustments like y'all saw before. And that's where patience comes in. And I don't have much patience when it comes to this little tiny stuff like this, man. I'm fast. So let me look, man. Let's see. I keep this sucker because this helps. All right, so this side needs to be torqued down a little bit more to get that space more even to this side. That's pretty well even. So let's see where we're at. This is where when you start making these start tightening it down a little bit, you can throw your level off. So let's keeping right there. You really don't need this one, by the way. I'm just anally go all get out. I'd have 10 levels on here. If they sold 10 levels for this, I'd have 10 levels on here. I'm just saying. So this one, I want to tighten down a little more because it's not quite as even as the one that's on this side. So when you start doing that, it does throw the level off a little bit. That's okay. Let me look. Still loosen this side up, and we're going to torque these down a little bit. Oh, how's our height? That's a mistake I made the first time. Let's not do it twice. Oh shit, we're good. We got 3/8 of clearance right here, man. Look, see what I'm talking about? Let me shine you a light in there. Shit, that may be too bright. Let's shine it this way. Hell, that's blinding the shit out of everybody, including myself. Look, let me move back. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. God dang it, can't see shit. But there is about 3/8 of a clearance now, and man, that should be where we want. That should be good. And our spacing there is good. Now we're getting this better. I'm sorry I'm using this flashlight, but it got dark outside. My light above me is not helping me because it's above me. I need it on the side. That's good. That's good. Good. We're still pretty good there. All right, let me twist this just a tad bit. All right. Still able to twist it, turn it. Still level on my barrel, still level on my Picatinny back here. Just want to twist this a little bit. Again, y'all, I'd rather take my time. There we go. I would rather take my time and get it right than to get it all together just to realize I need to come back and loosen it up and do what I'm doing now. Kind of contradicts my screw up earlier, but at least I try. And I like everything just to be as perfect as you can get. All right. That's all looking good. That space is good. That space is the same. That's the same. Pretty close. Those aren't even snug, but they are now. That's looking good, y'all. Close enough, good enough. Turn this just a little more. Ooh, shoot, it don't take much, man. Oh, that's perfect. Man, if I can keep it right there. If I can keep it right there. As I snug this down. Shit, we're good. Let's find out. So, spacing's good on this side. A little bigger gap on this side. Let's see what happens. Get that light out my face. Man, it's starting to look good now, y'all. Spacing's good. Spacing is good. Hope this light's not blinding y'all. Kind of hard to tell. Close these gaps up just a little more on this side. It's always the right side for some reason. I don't know why my goofy ass is favoring the left side over the right side. That makes sense, y'all? But it does. For some reason, I favor that side. Okay. Come on now. That's loose. When I say loose, I mean just not torqued tight. Looks good there. Even. Front's kind of okay, but not great. It's within the lines, man, on this bubble. I like it perfectly even, but it's within the lines, if you know what I'm talking about. Still level on the barrel, still level on the back. And we're within the lines there, it's just not perfect. It's okay, I guess. We'll find out. It's still within the line though. Make sure we're still good here. This thing has an auto shut off. We don't want to screw that up. Yeah, that's what I thought. It auto shut it off. Let's get back to our 29.5. Come on. y'all, looking good. And we're getting close. All right, that's looking good. We're level here, level there. I say we torque it down and go with it and see what it looks like. And I don't think I can get it better than that. I mean, I'll be honest, that is really in the lines, within the lines, outer lines on the bubble. Getting closer to our torque by the beeps. You gotta watch because you gotta cover this little speaker up, you know, where you grab it. I can hear it, but y'all may not be able to. There you, that was it. Still centered. Centered. Shit, yeah. Torqued. 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 All right, so torqued down like I did. Shit, man. That's good. That's good. In the bubble or in the lines, or the bubbles in the lines, bubbles in the lines, and bubbles are in the lines. That's it. There's, I mean, can't get it better than that. Not that I know of. And we have some good clearance. It is not touching right there at all. Not touching. Obviously, that's not touching. But you've got a lot of clearance. That don't matter. I can take all this off now. There's plenty of clearance there. And let me see what I have here. Oh, yeah. So looking through the scope on my cheek riser, that is full field. There's no black, no ring, no black ring, if you know what I'm talking about. That starts to close in on me. That is the full view right there. And shit, I'll be honest, you could be way, of course, 9 to 24, right? I'm way back here, y'all. And I still have a full view. So where it is right now in that action, I think I'm good, man. I don't think there's going to be any adjustment. And I know we're perfectly level. I had 3 levels on it, man. You really only use the 2 for the most part, but I had the 3 on there. And we're going to get this thing off. Pull, oh, there we go. Pull that off. Man, I'm excited. We got it. Wet my whistle. All that talking, you know. We got it, y'all. We got it. Get this pulled out. Boy, that stock tightened up in there pretty good. Oh. Oh. Oh, it's kicking ass. And I have no iron sight. There's no iron sight in my field of view on the scout scope. There's none. It literally. Let me open this up. So when I'm back here on my cheek well looking, which is perfect, this is, where's my white pen at? So this right here, the top of this scope, or top of this iron sight, does not get into my field of view of my ring here, or eyepiece at all. I do not see this blocking anywhere in my line of sight on my scope at all. You don't see this at all back there. The medium height is the way to go. The low was obviously too low, as the scope was actually just, just touching the picketing rail, which it would not have allowed me to even turn the zoom, right? At all. I don't think the zoom would have turned at all, or even engaged the focus on it, on the rear here, which is your focus. I don't think that would have happened. Now I've got plenty of room to turn that, right? Well, I never even turned it. So thanks. There we go. It's so stiff when you first get them, right? And I can rotate my zoom or magnification. I even have room to put a throw lever on here. If you know what I'm talking about, I've got one somewhere around here, which I'm gonna put a throw lever on there. I love the throw levers on there. So now we're good to go. No hindrance from the peep sight or ghost sight, whatever you want to call this little sucker back here. I don't even know if does that flip? No, it does not flip. It looked like it flipped almost. Which I don't know why. That was a stupid comment, wasn't it? If it flipped, you wouldn't even see it. Anyway, but man, this is the first scout scope I've ever used or looked through. And that is just crazy. The eye relief on that distance. I mean, I'm looking at my RV back there. That is like awesome. Turn the power down because my RV's only about 50 yards out. Oh my Lord. I'm loving it, y'all. It's just getting clearer and clearer. Wow. Turn this off. I'm excited. Can you tell? Again, I have to do it wrong the first time to get it right the second time. But man, that is awesome. I'm going to put me a throw lever on here and see how that feels. If I can get me a good rotation out of it, make it a little easier to quickly do my magnification on it. Again, that's your magnification, and turn the reticle off. Again, one click. It was on 4, and I just did a 4.5, which turns it off. I love that. Man, you know, it doesn't take long to do what I just did. I'm gonna stand up here. It doesn't take long to do what I just did. It takes, the time it takes is because of the shooting a video and doing all that. But to put one of these on, like I just showed y'all, is really, I don't know, 10 minutes, I'm guessing. If you just got into it and you just didn't mess around and whatnot, it doesn't take it long. So yeah, it's turn this sucker back on. Not that you have to have it on, but I'm just checking my crosshairs, just looking. And if I'm holding it on my shoulder, it is, oh yeah, it's not crooked, it's straight, man. We are vertically good to go on the Christmas tree there. Yeah. I don't need to do anything but sight this sucker in, man. Which I'm excited about that. If I can get it out to the range or the property. The problem with the property is, yeah, I can go out there, but shoot, man, the Texas Hill Country property is 3.5 hour drive, and the Louisiana property is literally a 6 hour drive. So it's not like I can just drive out there for the day and sight this in and come back. So what we do during the off season is that's what we do. We'll drive out there and check on everything and sight rifles in or new rifles in, or double check our rifles and make sure they're sighted in while we're out there checking the property, because you just don't drive out there to go sight these rifles in. And my alternative to that is going to a rifle range out here. That's about 30 minutes really from my house. But man, it sucks when you go out there, because it just sucks. You're out there with 50, 60 other people. The rifle range at the 200-yard range and 300-yard range is it's horrible. But anyway, do what you got to do. I mean, I can go to the 50-yard range and sight this thing in at the 50-yard range and probably get it done a little quicker, because 50 is good for 200, right? Any of y'all know about sighting rifles in. 50 is good for 200. 25 is good for 100, but I like to sight them in at 50. And then I can just do my adjustments as I need to, depending on my yardage, where I'm at, where I'm hunting, based off that 200-yard sight or zero. But anyway, I'm getting off into digressing and tangent, talking bullshit. I'm Rich Robin. I hope y'all liked the video, man. I know I got off and made it long. I may split this up into 2 videos, a part 1 and a part 2, just so it's not so long for y'all to sit there and watch it. But this is my Savage 110 Magpul Scout rifle with a Vortex Scout HD Scout illuminated scope on it. Keeping the iron sights with the scope. You can't use iron sights with the scope on it. I am going to look at putting some quick connects on here, and I know people say, "Oh, you don't want quick connects for your scope because you could throw your zero off." If you got them suckers on there, mounted on there, pushed forward and clamped in and good and tight, I don't see an issue with it. I've had it before on some scopes. I've never had an issue with that. I did buy some quick connects before these Vortex, but they were the only ones I could find. But I didn't feel comfortable with them. I actually returned them. But we'll see. I can't find a Vortex Quick Connect, not for this. They may or may not make them. I just couldn't find them. Maybe I can find them. But again, I mentioned in my previous videos, I like to keep Vortex, right? Vortex. Leupold scopes I have, Leupold mounts. So if I can find Vortex Quick Connects that fit this 1-inch tube like this for what I need, I'll buy them and replace these. But people, they say, the Scout rifle is supposedly if your scope goes out or breaks or you drop it, you can pull your scope off and use your iron sights, or your iron sights can be, if your scope's mounted high enough, you can use your iron sights under your scope. I don't want a scope sitting up this high. I really don't. I like the kind of the low profile, and this is actually pretty compact, right? So I'm going to keep it like it is. I'm never going to be in a situation where if my scope goes out, that I drop it or break it, that I don't have another gun that I can use, or a tool that I can just pop this sucker off really quick. My range bag is with me when I go to the deer stands or whatnot, so I have the tools. These tools, in fact, that I use right here, I have that little tool set. It's right here. That's in my gun bag, whether it be my backpack or my range bag that I carry. So it's not that I can't just pop this scope off real fast and get busy on some iron sights. But a quick connect would be nice to have, something different, just, or on this side rather, and pop it. Well, I guess it wouldn't matter because my action's back here, right? So yeah, we could put the levers on that side. It doesn't matter. And anyway, again, I'm just talking bullshit now. But I'm gonna leave you guys at it. If you like my videos, hit that like and subscribe. Future videos, I've got, like I said, I'm gonna look at putting the lever, throw lever on here. I don't know what else I'm gonna do with this rifle. I really don't. I got to see if my cheek well height's good. I may need to put an added or a riser on there. I don't know. We'll see. It felt kind of good where I was at right here. Yeah, I don't think I need to raise my cone or my cheek riser. I think I'm getting kind of, I don't know, I'm good. Cheekbone, below my cheekbone, still in my jaw, so to speak. I don't think I'm going to mess with that, so I think I'm good with that, which is good. I like, because I don't have to. I don't want to do that. And my distance is damn sure good on my stock length. That's kind of a test right there. If you don't know that, that's kind of a test with your trigger pull and your inside your arm right there. So I'm good with that too, man. I don't think I need to mess with this. I don't think I need to modify my stock, my cheek riser, or my length of pull at all. I think what came standard with it is fine for the setup that I've got. Again, keeping it simple, right? Keep it simple, man. That's what a scout rifle is supposed to be about. Keep it simple. Man, I'm looking forward to shooting this. I haven't shot it. I'm looking forward to shooting it. I think it's cool as shit, to be quite honest. You got to do all this wonderful stuff with this. Come on. Wait. What am I doing? Doing something wrong here. Come on. Am I not pressing it hard enough? I don't know. We'll find out. Looking like an idiot, ain't I? That should be. I think that's all you do. Maybe squeeze that and then push that harder. Come on. I'm looking like an idiot. Oh, shit. Damn safety. God dang it. Come on, go up. Here we go. I didn't look at the safety. So now we're good. I'll tell you, man, I'm the Bill Dance of guns, y'all. Hey, there's one thing you can or can't say about Rich is he don't edit his shit and fake it, man. I'll show you. If I screw up, I admit it. I will screw it up, man. But yep. So one of the things I want to do too, my next video is probably going to be the trigger pull test on here. That bolt feels good. The trigger pull test on here, and then I probably, depending on where it is, I think it's around 3.5 pounds, what it feels like. If it is, I'm going to lower it down to about 2 pounds, 2.5. You can go down to 1.5 on this trigger, believe it or not, and that's pretty light, guys and girls. That's pretty light. My deer hunting rifles are all set around 2.5. I do like that 2.5, especially when it kind of has these two-stage triggers like this Accu trigger on this one. The Ruger American Predator has the similar style, little spring-loaded thingy-majingy right there, which I do like. A lot of people say they don't like that. I like that, especially with a lighter pulling trigger, because that helps me know when I'm getting to that lighter trigger, right? I'm on there, I feel it, I'm good to go. I'm watching my deer and my crosshairs, and I'm just kind of doing this as I'm getting ready to get my sights where I need to be on the deer, and it just kind of helps me know not to pull the trigger or an accidental pull and throw my shot somewhere where I don't want it to go. So I kind of like that on a lighter trigger, but I like the lighter trigger. And then I'm like, okay, here I am, and then pop. But that feels like 3 pounds, man. So I'm gonna lighten that sucker up. I can tell you right now, I'll probably do that sometime this week. Get y'all another video of that. But you know, it's all good, man. Put this thing on safe, or pull my bolt back out. There, see. Just remember, you got that safety. I just totally forgot about the safety. Didn't even look at it. I'm out of here. That's it. I'm out of here. Rich Robin, Rich's rants and do-it-yourself videos. And yeah, man, my videos really aren't edited. I may slip and throw a curse word out there, which I will, you know, try to go back and edit that out, cut that out. But other than that, man, these things are pretty much what I shoot is what you see. And again, if I screw up, I'm not ashamed to show it, because I'm just the average guy doing the average shit, man. And the average stuff, everyday guy doing everyday things that we all do. And, you know, we all mess up when we do stuff, right? So I'm going to show you me messing up. And you're going to see me messing up on this one, on that mount, and then my goofy ass on that, trying to get that bolt back in, not even thinking about the safety. So I'm out of here. See ya.